Dogworks Radio is sponsored by Alaska Dog Works. Check out their website at alaskadogworks.com. You can support this podcast on patreon.com/First Paw Media. From First Paw Media, sponsored by Alaska Dog Works Professional Canine Training Center in Anchorage, Alaska. This is Dogworks Radio, committed to families and their dogs to build lifelong and fulfilling relationships. Visit our website at dogworksradio.com. Now here are your hosts, Robert and Michele Forto.
Christmas is the best time of year. Giving gifts to family and friends, cooking scrumptious family meals, and lighting the lights on a winking, twinkling Christmas tree are things many of us look forward to every year. With so many novel sights and smells, not to mention the occasional present under the tree, the holiday season can be a lot of fun for your canine buddy. Many families have developed traditions that include their pet in the festivities, such as having their own stocking or festive get-up. But some parts of the holidays are best observed rather than experienced hands-on. One of these is the indoor Christmas tree. With a delicious smell and so many interesting lights and ornaments, it's no wonder that your dog might show too much interest in the Christmas tree. The last thing you want is to recreate a slapstick scene from a holiday movie and watch in horror as your overexcited puppy knocks the tree off its stand. At best, a huge mess to clean up. At its worst, dangerous broken ornaments and exposed wiring. But spending a little time training your dog to leave the tree alone can keep the holidays safe and, best of all, fun for everyone. In this guide, we'll show you how to do just that. But if you need a little help getting started on your dog's training adventure, book a free discovery call today on alaskadogworks.com. So let's talk about the defining tasks. Having a dog doesn't mean that you can't enjoy having a beautiful indoor Christmas tree. Training your dog to look and not touch is the best way to avoid holiday disaster and give you peace of mind all season long. Whether you're dealing with a young puppy, an adult dog, or even an elderly canine, using patience and compassionate training methods while reinforcing the training as needed will go a long way to saving the tree and keeping your pup from harm. Christmas trees present several dangers, including tree water that could contain toxic additives, pine needles that could damage your dog's mouth or digestive system if eaten, lights that could cause electrocution, or various kinds of ornaments that could be tasty, not to mention any presents waiting under the tree that you probably don't want your dog to get into or pee on. You will want to teach your dog that the tree and surroundings area is off limits. This can be accomplished with deterrent barriers, training to obey verbal commands to avoid the tree, or directing your dog away from the tree. Remember to be consistent and patient with your dog while he is learning these new boundaries. Getting started. For the two methods we will talk about today, you will want to have a supply of treats. Using high-value treats during training sessions is recommended. So aim for something your dog really loves but doesn't usually get, such as bits of chicken. You may also want to have their favorite toys nearby to use as distractions while training. We'd all love to have unlimited time to spend teaching our dogs, but the reality is that you can't have eyes on them every moment. So while your dog is still learning how to leave the Christmas tree alone, it may be wise to have boundary or deterrent to keep them away from it until they know their boundaries. Items you can use around the tree include aluminum foil, tacky sticky mats or tape available at pet stores for holding carpet in place, a hard plastic mat with a nubby surface, or even runners with spikes turned up that can be found at hardware stores. You can also use a baby gate to keep your dog out of the room where the tree is located until you are able to supervise. Redirect away from the tree method. Watch your dog carefully. When he approaches the tree, say, away, and toss a treat on the floor away from the tree. Distract. Your dog will go get the treat. Now, provide a toy, play with your dog, or let your dog outside to distract them from the tree. Repeat. Repeat whenever the dog approaches the tree for a couple of days, saying away and tossing a treat away from the tree. Reward away from tree. When your dog has learned to move away from the tree for a treat, use the away command without tossing a treat. Then, when your dog moves away, give him a treat out of your hand. Alternate providing treats with just giving praise or playing with them. Repeat and distract. Continue to provide the away command whenever your dog approaches the tree and give them verbal praise like good. Providing a chew toy away from the tree to distract your dog may continue to be beneficial. Remove reward. Once your dog has the away command down, start using it when he approaches the tree and just giving him verbal praise with no treat. The leave it method. Present treat in hand. Hold your closed hand out to your dog with a treat wrapped in your hand. Say, leave it. When your dog nuzzles, licks, or paws at your hand to reach the treat, say, leave it. Reinforce leave it. When your dog stops trying to reach the treat, say good and provide a different treat from your other hand. Gradually start leaving treats on the ground and using the leave it command. When your dog obeys, reward with a better treat. Repeat until the leave it command is established. Apply leave it to the tree. Supervise your dog around the Christmas tree. When your dog approaches the tree, say leave it, making sure to give your dog a treat when they obey. Reward hesitation and distract. When your dog hesitates in his approach, call him away from the tree and reward him. Repeat leave it for tree. Repeat for several days, replacing treats with praise. Eventually, just command the dog to leave it when he approaches the tree. This method, the leave it method, works the most, in my opinion, for dogs that we train here at Alaska Dog Works, including our dog Bodie, who loves to go check out the tree every single year, and he's 12. Before we end the show, let's press pause for a sec. Maybe ask yourself, why did this resonate with me? What aspect of my relationship with my canine buddy could I apply this to? And what am I going to do differently this week to make my dog's training a little easier? So take time to mull it over, talk it out with a family member or trusted friend, put some ideas down in your training journal, and check back next week for our next episode. As always, I look forward to hearing your thoughts on this episode, so reach out and DM me over on Instagram at First Paw Media, and let's spark a conversation. Until then, keep going. You're doing great. It's time to create the relationship with your dog that you've always dreamed of. Thanks for listening to DogWorks Radio. Find the show notes for this episode and all others at alaskadogworks.com. And if you know someone in your life who needs help with their dog's training, be a hero and share our podcast with them. And we'll see you next time.
From First Paw Media, this is DogWorks Radio. We hope you enjoyed this podcast, and we invite you to subscribe in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcasts. You'll find a link on the episode notes. You can tap or swipe on the episode cover art, and you'll see some offers from our sponsors. You can support our show by supporting them. If you like what you have heard, we would love it if you could give us a 5-star rating and tell your friends how to subscribe too. Your hosts are Robert and Michele Forto. Our producer is Robert Forto and created for First Paw Media. Did you know that Alaska Dog Works trains service dogs for those in need throughout North America? Each and every service dog that is trained through the Lead Dog Service Dog Program and Michele Forto and her team has an individual training plan. We train for autistic, mobility, psychiatric, and PTSD for our soldiers for service work. If you know of someone that may need a service dog, please take a moment and check out Alaska Dog Works on social media and at alaskadogworks.com.